What a beautiful day in the crypto space. Today, guys, Bitcoin finally broke above 100K again, and now is at $102,000 per Bitcoin, which is very massive right now, which is also showing that Bitcoin is following my prediction that we've been talking about recently, that we're repeating basically early 2021 and early 2024 that we've seen previously here as well. Same pattern in early 2024, same pattern in early 2025 again. We did do the same thing in 2021. So what this means for our meme coins, which is very important here now. Are they ready to explode? This is what you really want to pay attention to here in today's video. So let's get to it with no further ado. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel, and let's get into it. So first off, guys, 100K is a very psychological level, as you might think, and as soon as the price kind of manages to break above it, this means that it breaks the psychological barrier that people have in their mind and investors might have in their mind, with that 100K being a resistance. So this is very big, and this is very important to us here today, especially to our meme coins, which we're going to talk about here. We're going to look into some few charts of these meme coins, like Pepe, Turbo, SPX, and other meme coins, BreathOn ETH as well, and coins that I've been talking about and a lot of people as well like to look into. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin and what we can see here, as I said, 100K is a very important level, and as we've broken above it now, this is a very significant sign of strength, and we could see something playing out where we see kind of Bitcoin going back to these highs here, or kind of forming this another high going for. So if this was in fact the low that we were waiting for on Bitcoin to form, the same thing like we did here, where we did something similar, where we had this kind of high structure going in, then we dipped, which is now, this is the dip we seen recently, or this recent dip, and from there we kind of went, if you can see, if we extend this higher here, we kind of went back to retest this trend line to have a few days or a bit of a resistance before the leg up. So we could see something very similar. So let's put this on the daily so we have it all over the chart here, and what we can do is just put this here. So it's very similar. We see this dip here, and this is the dip we had here, and the breakout means we're gonna see another touch of the previous high, or like this trend line here, even though it's really nothing special, but we can see something close. Now we see that this could lead us towards 120K Bitcoin. 120K Bitcoin, then maybe some resistance here, and then we push higher from December till February, where we had this exact same pattern, which as well now December till February. So basically we did have a new high in the 13th of February here, but that's not as important for us, right? Because we like our meme coins, we like our altcoins. So what do they do in general here? So if we add, let's say, Pepe, and what exactly happened with Pepe here, this is when the magic starts to really unfold, and you can see, guys, here something that might really surprise you. So what happened is, I do remember these days as it was yesterday. It was magical, it was crazy, because we've been waiting for Pepe to break after a long time. This was a year of sideways, and this was crazy back in the days. And what you can see is that Bitcoin started recovering, and until it hit that high and started kind of ranging here, giving some time for altcoins to catch up, for the market to rationalize what happened, to digest the new high, to digest what just happened, because this was literally the ETF launch day, and sell the rumors and all that. It was very kind of hectic time, and kind of all sides kind of time, where people were calling for Bitcoin to zero and people calling for Bitcoin to 100K. But anyways, as soon as we hit that, that's when Pepe broke out, just right here. Let me put a line so you all see it clearly. So this is when Bitcoin put that high, but then on that week, or the day where Bitcoin broke above that February high, this is when Pepe literally went parabolic, did not stop. Now we're seeing this playing out again, where Pepe is just following Bitcoin. So this also comes down to that Pepe now is a larger market cap coin, so it holds better, and also it follows Bitcoin better, but also means the impulses are not going to be as strong as the ones we seen earlier here, when Pepe was more into that consolidation phase, which is important important to keep in mind. Consolidation phase was this, so just remember, keep an eye on that, learn, or just remember these charts or these patterns when they occur on when they are in front of your eyes, because they do repeat a lot with meme coins, where you see these accumulation phases where they take a long time. We call it floor in the trenches. We call these floored out coins, or like coins finding a floor. So after a coin spends a long time in a floor base or finding a support, distributing, it does give those massive impulses up. Now, with Pepe, we did not have now a stronger or longer accumulation, but we do still have time. So as the thing is, Bitcoin has few days or maybe 2 weeks to reach that 120k, and this is enough time for Pepe to either like go back, take out the previous high, come back here, consolidate for a little bit before giving it that next impulse up to that $20 billion market cap, which I do think now if we break above here. So let's go back to the charts here on Dex Screener. So we have targets on the market cap here. What we see is, as I said, is this accumulation now. We might see this do that, then the breakout, and this is basically the $11 billion market cap target, or the high on Pepe. So if this breaks out to 20 is right around the corner here. So 20 billion is just here, which is basically a 2x from here, which is the kind of target I was kind of prepared for, or I'm preparing for Pepe, a 2x breakout from this range to this range, which is gonna more be like an elevator up. As you notice with meme coins, they do take the elevator up, then the stairs down, then they accumulate, then they have a phase where they take the elevator up, where they just like spike up. And this is another example where it was an accumulation again here, then a spike up, which is faster. So keep those all in mind, and these are all triggered by Bitcoin being strong and the market turning onto that FOMO, which really want to keep an eye as well on how the market is doing with the FOMO. So we can look at that fear and greed, which is still kind of in around 60, which is very good with Bitcoin breaking out. So we're seeing that the FOMO is not yet here in the market, while altcoins are kind of gearing up for that pump. This is very important to as well keep in mind. So basically a breakout above 11 billion would be another elevator up, impulse up or towards 20 billion. Now the next coin is Turbo, as it's kind of been grinding here. This is the longest accumulation phase I've seen for a while. Look at this now, it's just sideways. Now it did have a floor here. This is where I first started talking about it, when we noticed it with this hype pump here, and I said we're gonna have a 70% or 60%. This was a great deal to get into it here. And since then, it's basically just moving in a sort of like a different pattern, different than taking the elevator up, but it looks more like Turbo is taking the stairs up. It's very slow, very sustained, which is still a very good thing to see. And it's like an accumulation upward. It does look like it's ready for another breakout, especially above the previous highs, which were close to 1 billion. It was like 900 million dollar in its market cap. So we could see another breakout here, an impulse taking Turbo around 1.4 billion. And this is interesting because we recently seen SPX do that now. So unfortunately, SPX is just not giving dips to anybody here. We can see the same thing happened with SPX, where as soon as it broke above this resistance, this 800, 900, it seems to be a resistance where as soon as people start to see the coin around getting close to 1 billion, there is some sort of a sell-off going on. But as soon as it breaks, it's 1.4 billion now. So we could see something similar. Let's put back Turbo here, where we see something similar, which is the same resistance. So this is the resistance here, that 900 on Turbo, that is the 900. So we could see something similar where the impulse takes it around 1.4 billion, which is, let's see how much gains is that from here. So that's around almost 2x. It's a 2x. This is funny that these large caps, they all have some sort of a 2x move, then consolidate for a while, then another 2x move. But nonetheless, for holders or people that are holding from the lows, these are great news. Now for new people that are looking for new gems and stuff like that, it's still not what most people look for, 2x's, 4x's, but most people, when they hear meme coins, they are here for the 100x's and whatnot. But anyways, this is more for like holders and people that been following Turbo for a while. It's great news to see charts looking like that and gearing up. Another coin that is still on this accumulation phase, which is BreathOn 8, that I've been talking about as well. Now, since it's seen this elevator up, it's seen this kind of stairs down, then accumulation, which is still here. This is as well now seeing some consolidation where people that are not strong believers, people are not here for the long term, people that are just flip-flopping from coin to coin, are basically leaving and new holders are coming. And this is obviously a lower market cap coin, so the impulses up are much higher. So an impulse up from here just towards the all-time high is around 3x, but obviously these kind of coins on 8, they do go way higher. So it's still 100x to 1.4 billion or 1.2 billion from here. So this is still looking very good, very ready for the bull market and the meme coin season. Now we can look at some other meme coins. Now for SPX, just so we go back to this chart, as it's really just looks like it's just going up non-stop. This looks like a coin that is here to stay as well, right? Obviously one of the strongest coins right now on ETH, and it's at $1.47 billion in its market cap. Now we still don't know where this is gonna stop. Now obviously as well, this is not the greatest time to jump onto something that just goes like that. You never want to do that. You never want to, like, after a strong pump, just buying into the pump, which is what most people do, and this is also why most people don't make it in this market. It's because they are into buying into pumps and selling into dumps, which this should be reversed. Now we could see, as I always say, this is a hype pump. Although there is not much hype going on right now, we could still see a dip. That dip that could take it around 800, maybe if it goes back there. But anyways, it's good to have this coin on your watch list and just wait for that drop that's eventually gonna happen, and could take it around 50% or 60%, which could be around $600 million in its market cap, to retarget another impulse up. But we're gonna have to really monitor this, and we'll see how this is gonna play out in the future. So you wanna subscribe, stay updated, also join my Discord, link in the description, it's free to join. Now BONK on Solana as well, which is one of the few strong Solana meme coins, is as well like doing this kind of elevators up, stairs down, elevators up, stairs down, but also having this kind of upward momentum going for it. Now this is a coin that is on all major exchanges and is now at 2.7 billion. Now obviously this is not your big 100x gains and whatnot, but a lot of people as well are into it, especially people that watch my channel, which we got into way early around here. Now if we look at Pepe and BONK, and these are very good examples of how ETH meme coins and Solana meme coins behave. Now you can see that Solana meme coins like BONK, they do get these deeper pullbacks. That's very deep. Now keep in mind, BONK is also on most of the major exchanges like Pepe is. But you can see the pullbacks on BONK are very much stronger than those that are on Pepe, which Pepe is on ETH, so the pullbacks are much sustainable, let's say, for people that can't stomach the volatility as much. You can see that as soon as it drops back, comes back to the mid-range very quickly and kind of sustains itself as well here. Kind of sustains itself, although this was an over time a very deeper pullback, but it's kind of more stronger in its moves compared to BONK, where you see this massive pumps, massive dumps, massive pumps, massive dumps, massive pump, massive dump, and then we're seeing probably another impulse targeting towards the all-time high, maybe 4 billion, which is another 2x here. So basically what's happening here, guys, is if you go to memes, that's why I always say when Bitcoin is gonna start moving, everything is gonna start moving, and it doesn't matter which meme coin you hold. The point is, it doesn't matter which meme coin here, they're all gonna do a 2x as long as they are top meme coins. The top meme coins, they do move in tandem. because they all reach their max capacity at some point. Like most of the people know about them. It's not like they're going to be newer people coming to find them. It's more that they attract whatever left in the market. And the thing is, from their prices here, we can see that they are ready to move a 2x higher. Most of the established ones, especially those that already have their rinsing and their accumulation and their like jeets and spaghetti hands out and new guys in and all that. Now the mid caps also are kind of, the rotation is gonna slowly come back down towards the mid cappers than the low caps. That's also something to keep in mind. But overall, from what we're seeing here today, memes are ready to explode with a strong Bitcoin. And most of all, 2025 is still looking like the year we want it to look like. A bull market year like 2021, something we really want to really looking forward to 2021 all over again, especially for those that really messed up back in the days in 2021. A lot of people were here, me included, probably a lot of you today watching in 2021, and a lot of people messed up in 2021, and that's something that a lot of people would love to have a second chance. And a lot of people made a lot of mistakes in 2021, and especially each time coming after a bull market, what you learn in a bear market doesn't work for you in the bull market. In a bear market, you learn to get in and out very quickly. You learn to that nothing stays or lasts forever, and you want to get in and out very quickly. In the bear market, that's what you learn. But obviously, you don't want to do that when you are in a bear market, because you're getting the best deals. You want to hold and wait for the bull market. But then what people really notice, once we are really at peak hype, FOMO, and euphoria, they start to go into the exchanges, they start to look at all the altcoins that they have in the past or something like that they saw in the bear market prices that were very low. They start to look at those and think, oh my God, what have I done? I should have held onto those coins till the bull market. And that's the number one mistake that people do. I did that as well in the past, and that's why I'm trying not to repeat those mistakes, where we've seen many coins go from nothing and do 100x, 1000x. We've seen this over and over multiple times in 2021 that it became so painful to keep seeing that, knowing that a lot of people that held their bags got rewarded massively once we hit that real hype and FOMO and euphoria. That's one of the biggest things that people learn. Anyways, it's just to say that 2021 is coming, and all over again in 2025, we're going to have those massive pumps, those massive 100x's, 1000x's. It's going to be very crazy, and we're seeing it here today, especially with with a Bitcoin above 100K is really confirming to us what's going on here right now. So keep that in mind. Stay bullish, stay positive, stay a strong believer. We're heading towards a very, very bullish market, especially for altcoins. Keep that in mind so that you actually play your cards right here. There are going to be days where there are going to be bearish days, and some people are going to scream for new lows on Bitcoin, new lows on meme coins. Things are not going to work out. But just remember, this is it, right? 2025 is pretty much it. And after that is the bear market, is actual bear market. But throughout the way, along the way, during 2025, there are going to be dips, there are going to be drama, there are going to be FOD, there are going to be people calling for lower prices, there are going to be people calling for the tops. And that is the main reason why people don't make it as well, is because they follow the day-to-day news and what's happening, and they make decisions based on what's happening today instead of just remembering the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is Bitcoin is moving way higher from here. It's still looking strong. It's above 100K, the strongest psychological level ever to exist or be in front of Bitcoin this far. And it's still above it, and it's breaking above it easily. So keep that in mind. And remember that when Bitcoin is strong, when Bitcoin is moving higher and higher and higher, people are going to FOMO into altcoins. Remember that now, one Bitcoin costs $100,000. That's a lot of money, one Bitcoin. So when people now will suddenly realize that they cannot get a hold of one Bitcoin, or one Bitcoin is becoming very expensive now, that's what drives the altcoin season, is that people start to catch up, or try to catch up, try to make out for what they missed out on. Basically, that's an altcoin season. That's an altcoin season in a nutshell, and it's coming. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.